Hi, this is Tuesday Weekly Live and we've started again. It's been a while, but I'm planning to do weekly live sessions on the Facebook group, the Facebook pages, and of course on YouTube. And if you're with me live, you can always look later, but if you're with me live, you can ask questions live and then I will always answer that. So that's the possibility to go one-on-one in these sessions if you want. And well, there's some new technique here. So this is a sort of test run, but it's a real session today. But it's also to test out if everything is working fine. And if you can hear me, then you may let me know in the comments. And I see all comments from Facebook and from YouTube. So let me know if you're there and if you're following. What are we going to talk about? Well, the pitfalls about studying violin online. And I have always said this is impossible. It is impossible to study violin online. And I still stand with that, but also I'm hosting lessons online, so I'm sort of contradicting myself here. But I've got the reason for that. But first of all, yeah, I used to show you this little video. Watch this one. There you go. So what I meant there was that studying violin online all by yourself, that is the biggest pitfall you can make. So you need someone watching over you. You need feedback on what you're doing. And why am I saying this? Because I'm always also giving physical lessons at a music academy, and I always have something to say when a student plays something. I say, oh, try this, try that, correct here, correct, oh, I see this coming up here. And that is really important. And preferably you have to have that on a weekly basis, if possible. So what am I talking about here? So I have this method here, and I was advertising in the Facebook group and on YouTube about buy the book, just buy the book. Do I have it here? Yeah, buy the book, you can see it. And that is only 28 euros, 27.97, 28 euros, okay. But that's it. What do you get? You get the complete method, all the notes, all the exercises, everything. You get the book. You can, of course, buy an ebook or a printed version, just what you want. And if you have the book, you have the backing tracks of all the exercises, all the songs, and you have videos of all exercises and all songs, all music in that method. What do I mean with videos? What I mean is all the explanations. If there's a new technique, you're going to see that in the video. I'm explaining in detail what it's all about, how to start with it, how to practice it, and then I play the exercise or the song, I play the music with on the video, so you can study along with me every day, whenever you want, wherever you are. How about that? And that's free. That's all included in the book. How's that? This is absolutely stupid, right? But it's true. I decided to do that. And why? Well, my first, when I started out with this, I wanted to make music education, violin education available for as many people as possible. And the prices are going up here in Belgium, in Holland, and maybe in your corner as well. The prices are going up, and then what's happening, the music education, violin education is starting to be only for those who can really afford it. And that's a shame, because I know there's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of possibilities out there. People who can get their hands on a violin, but then the tuition, the lessons, physical lessons, or at a music academy, monthly payments, really expensive, recurring monthly payments. And then they have to stop. People who cannot afford that, and there are many of them. So then it stops, and that breaks my heart. So I had this membership website, yes I did, and people paid 20 euros per month for that, and only the happy few did it. And I thought, well, I got a lot of questions from people who cannot afford them in wherever from, and I thought, why can't I reach them? It should be for everyone, right? So I'm just selling the book. That's the little thing you have to put in there, and then the rest I'm giving to you completely free. All the lessons, all the explanations, and the videos you can study along with me, get explained and everything. And on top of that, now comes the feedback part, right? The feedback part is, if you don't have a physical teacher, if you're not at a music academy, you don't have a physical teacher, there's still a great possibility to get that feedback. And there is the Facebook group. I have a dedicated Facebook group for you. There's more than 6,000 members already in it. And what can you do? If you study an exercise and you want to show it like you would if you would go to a physical teacher, every week you can post that video in the group, and you're going to get feedback from me or from other professionals, or maybe other students, but you're going to get professional personal feedback on what you're doing. So there I can check maybe the wrist like that, and maybe the posture, your bow is tied too strongly, and I can see it all. And then you can work with that, because if there's no eyes on you weekly, the bad habits are going to kick in. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The bad habits will be kicking in. So what do I mean with bad habits? Ruth, you're there. Hi, Georgie is there. My new student from England. How about that? Great to have you here. Well, bad habits which can occur, and not only at the beginning, especially at the beginning, but not only then. There are students who are studying 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, like that, and they sort of, it grows, a little bad habit here grows, and if you don't see it, if I don't see it, it's gonna stay there. And talk about getting rid of a bad habit. That is so difficult, getting rid of a bad habit, right? So we want to avoid bad habits kicking in, right? So post your stuff with straight wrist here, so you can play vibrato and position changes in a later stadium, especially the bow hold. How do you do that? Let me show you here. Page 8 in the book, right? Let me see. Can I get that here? There you go. Page 8 in the book. It's also on video, right? But also in the book. You can see there the bow hold. You can see that in the pictures. Can you see that? How do you hold the bow? So you can get this flexibility in your right hand, instead of having to play like that, which I see a lot with starting beginners, right? So we have to learn it correctly. So this flexibility, that's what you want. That's how you're going to train it. It's in the book, explanations in the book, and of course in detail on the videos. Where are the videos? By the way, they're on YouTube. Right, okay, for free. Did I mention that? Yeah, I did. All right, okay, so that's about the posture. Page 9, exactly the same. Yeah, here's the bow hold again, but you can also see the first grip. You see that? Yeah, this picture here. There, the first grip. How do you do that? With the first finger on the nut, just drop the fingers. The violin is built for those distances, so you don't really have to stretch. Just drop the fingers naturally, and there you go. That's it. So those things, if you want to avoid bad habits, that's how you do it. Follow a method. What I was showing you, this little YouTube, this guy throwing the violin in the dustbin and quitting, that's because he didn't get any feedback. Just doing it and try to work everything on your own, but you don't even know what bad habits can slip in. I do, because I'm a teacher, but the beginner doesn't, and he just does it. So what's going to happen then? If the bad habits kick in, you have a wrong bow hold, you have a wrong posture, this is going to limit your progress. Let's say this is a ceiling. You don't want a ceiling. They say the sky is the limit, so there's no ceiling there. I want it to be the sky being the limit. And if there's a ceiling, then the progress goes up to there and it stops there because you have a bad posture, you can't go on, maybe even injure yourself. And going to find random YouTube videos, that's how the most people who want free lessons, who go for the free lessons, that's what they look for. Random, they go, how to hold the bow. Okay, there's a video about the bow. How to play in the third position. There's a video about that. How to play staccato. I found a video there. But that's not a method. You're never going to learn from that. You need a method. So that's rule number one. You need a method. And the second thing to avoid your progress being kept down is you need a teacher. That's it. You do need a teacher. And easier said than done, of course, because some people, what I told before, some people cannot afford a teacher, that's one. But some people live in places where there's no teacher available. There's not a music academy in the neighborhood or a private teacher, so they have to do it themselves. So no, you don't. You don't have to do it yourself. Let me be your teacher then, right? So if you buy the book, then you get the videos, you get all the explanations, and you get my feedback if you post in the Facebook group. It's all completely free. The only thing you have to invest in yourself is $27.97. That's it. Just a book. That's it. And the rest is all free. How about that? Now, what do I mean with bad postures? What can happen? I'm going to show you a few things. Just work on the bow. The bow, if you would, what I see, a lot of beginners without a teacher, without a method. Oops. I see them do this. Maybe you see, I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Then you. You get it. I've seen a lot of them. So straight bowing, you need straight bowing. So the bow has to be parallel to the bridge, sort of. So if it goes a little bit like that, it's okay, but not here, not that. Yeah, that's good. So then the placement, where do I place the bow? Well, I always say between the fingerboard and the bridge, between those. So in this area. What if you don't? Then you hear that. Don't like that, right? If I do exactly the same, but I place it here. Okay, these are little things you have to know about the bow hold, the bow placement, the bowing, but also pressure and bowing speed and everything. That's just about the right hand, which is really, really important because what you hear comes from the right hand, right? And then there's the left hand, how to place your fingers, everything. So it's all there. So if you want to follow the method, the weekly live sessions, what I'm going to do, is I'm gonna let you decide what you want. If you're struggling with something, then you can post that to me in Facebook, or write me an email or something. Reach me on that, and then ask for a topic about maybe spiccato, like that. For instance, if you're stuck with that, you can ask me that. If you're stuck with something else, problems with the fourth finger, then I'm going to do a topic about the fourth finger. Got it? So I'm going to teach you every week a little fragment of the book. But that's not the method. The book is the method. The videos are going to help you study like your online teacher, right? But it's a method. It's going to work from the beginner right on to book 1 ends with Pachelbel's canon, right? You know it. Okay, so that's going all the way chronologically. Am I making sense? I hope so. So you can ask me for the topic every week. Every weekly live is going to be some topic about the book. So if you really want to follow it, I would suggest skip the random videos on YouTube. Skip all those. You don't have to pay for memberships either. Skip that. I'm giving it away for the price of the book. That's it. And I'm going to teach you. I'm going to be there every week, almost every week. And I'm going to teach a little fragment, little piece from my method. And once again, if you have any topics, any questions, then you can always ask me. You can reach me with the email, and then I'm gonna make that a topic, and everybody is going to benefit from your question. How about that? That's how we're going to do it. So I'm going to give you a little information about the book still, and then from next week I'm going to dive in to one of the lessons, or a piece of the lesson. If you don't ask, if I don't get any questions, I'm going to choose one myself. All right, and then I hope I'm going to see you next week, and I think the same time. Bye-bye, Ruthie. Thank you for, and Georgie. I'm going to see you really soon, and I'll be in contact. So, oh yeah, where can you buy the book? That is via my website, creativeviolin.com, and then you can find the link to the book. And if you buy the ebook, you can start right away. If you want the printed version, then it's going to take some time for the printing to finish, and that is going to be sent right to your address. All right. Bye-bye for now, and see you next week. You want to learn to play the violin, and of course with the best violin method, right? Would you like to learn other styles of music on the violin in addition to classical, such as jazz, country, gypsy music, Irish? And maybe you even want to learn to improvise on the violin. Well, you can, from the very first lesson. You play? I am Xander Nichting, author of the new violin method, Creative Violin, from which thousands of students are already studying. So what makes this violin method so new? The build-up of the technical skills is the same as the old methods. They are fine and do not need to be reinvented. The new thing is in the music itself. Besides classical, there are many musical styles, as mentioned, jazz, country, gypsy music, even improvisation exercises from lesson 1. But what makes this method completely unique is that videos of all the lessons and exercises in the book are also included. You can see very clearly what the intention is and how to do it. I see it in my own students. They progress much faster, but also much better. And in addition, I hardly notice any motivation problems. Of course, the accompaniments of all pieces and exercises are included. You can use them to give beautiful house concerts, or of course use him for recitals in the violin class. And best of all perhaps is the price of it all. €27.97. €27.97. You can buy the book for just €27.97. It is available as ebook, which you can download and get started right away, or you can purchase the printed version, which will be sent to your address. Everything is included, the videos, which are on our YouTube channel, and the accompaniments. Even if you don't have a violin teacher, you can get started with this. All the explanations that a teacher would give you are also explained in detail in the videos. If you want, you can share your progress in the Creative Violin Facebook group that has been set up just for this purpose. Here you will always get positive and professional feedback on your progress, so you can be sure you're doing it right. And this is also completely free. And there are currently more than 6,000 people active in this group. So for less than €28, you have a complete violin method with video instructions that will take you from a beginner to intermediate level. Book 1 closes with Pachelbel's Canon. And you could be playing this in under a year. Click on the link and we will immediately start your violin career together.